We got to do this again.
What is up, everyone? This is the Aftertouch podcast. It's your boy Tyler with my boy Taft right here.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We have our Facebook Live cameras right here. That's why we're looking away. Hello, everyone. And hold on, let me check real quick to see if it even popped up. That'd be so sad if it didn't. But real quick, we have our guest, Anthony. And how do you say your last name? DeNovellis?
DeNovellis.
DeNovellis.
You did a fantastic, even more Americanized version of pronouncing it.
How do most people say it?
Exactly like you said it.
DeNovellis.
It may be easier to just change the pronunciation of the name to match what everyone says.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
well, we're going. Well, sweet. Tell us about you, a little bit about yourself, what you're up to, and then what you want to talk to us about. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, I am a relationship coach with my wife. We work on the basis of belief breakthrough, which I'll get into a little later on with what I'm talking about. But we've been coaching couples in marriage and relationships, and then one-on-one in addiction recovery and betrayal trauma recovery. And it's all about the power of the mind, how we can consciously create the reality in the life that we want to create. And so tonight we're going to talk about what I like to call brain thunder. And whenever I explain this to people, they look at me for a second and they process and then like, oh, this makes so much sense. Dang it. Yes.
That's cool.
It's a fun principle. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but I call it brain thunder.
Okay.
And you'll find out why when we talk about it more.
Our Facebook Live cut out.
Wow.
It's 'cause I can't get internet connection down here right now.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did you try hooking up to the internet that's here? More technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. So real quick, what do you get? So with your what is the general like when people come with their relationship problems? What do you think is what's a common thing that people come to you about?
Number one thing, communication.
Really?
Communication. My wife and I have done numerous Facebook polls on different groups. What is the one thing you wish you could improve about your relationship?
Yeah.
And either whether it's marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, like any relationship, the number one thing is communication.
Communication.
Yes.
And is it a lack thereof? Like people are afraid to communicate?
No, it's simply we don't understand what the other person is saying. We don't know how to how to effectively communicate. Because I mean, I come from a lifetime of my experience.
And make sure you're sorry. I just want to make sure.
Yes, eat the microphone.
Yeah,
be a
eat
rock
the
star.
microphone. We want to hear this brain thunder and
Yes.
wisdom. Okay, sorry, I cut you
No,
off.
and
Keep going.
it's threw me off my track there. I do brain jumping real
the
quick.
communication. You have all this life. You have all this
Yes,
life.
I have all this life
experience.
experience, my own traumas, my own belief systems, my own way of communicating. And like I just met you two. You come from your own background, your own upbringing, your own traumas, your own belief systems. And so what I say may not be what you hear.
Yeah.
And so put that into a relationship where you're talking about really sensitive issues and you don't know how to clearly listen or clearly communicate your message, and there is misunderstanding all over the place.
Yeah.
And misunderstanding leads to not wanting to talk, which is another communication issue. And so
I know, like, we could talk about that aspect in itself. I just have, like, one more question before we hit the brain thunder. For people who, because, like, you are married, what is advice, real quick advice to couples who are thinking about getting married, how they can maybe help with that communication before they take that big
step?
Yeah, huge step, yeah.
okay, one bit of advice. There is a phrase, ho'oponopono. It's Hawaiian. Have you heard of it?
I think I've heard it.
Okay. The very basic form is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you.
Oh, that's cool. Very to the point.
The basis of it is accepting your accountability for the issue you're in.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what is happening in your life, it's your responsibility to deal with it because you made a choice that led to being in that situation.
Yeah.
So you're somewhat responsible for what just happened to you. In marriage, even more so, because you said yes to the person you're married to. You said yes to everything you do know, everything you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you're experiencing in marriage, you chose it, whether you knew
True.
you were or not. So if you can look at your spouse and say, I am really sorry for my part in this misunderstanding and what's going on right now. Please forgive me for any negativity I've brought and for any bad feelings I've brought. Thank you for this opportunity to grow and for listening to me and being patient with me. I love you, I love me, and I'm committed to our success. If you can do that whenever there's a misunderstanding or an issue, that will diffuse so many issues right there.
Yeah. And that requires humility because,
very much so.
Because some people might try to take advantage of that when you do that.
Yeah. And that is, humility is a whole other conversation
But
get
don't
to have.
both people have to be part of, also say that, what you just said?
No.
Really?
No. And
okay.
My wife teaches about.
And this is where I have the problem. I'll be like,
I
now it's your turn to say it now.
It's your turn to say it to me.
Yeah.
My wife teaches a principle called the relationship pool. Mm-hmm. And just very simply put, between you and me, there is a pool.
Yeah.
Very shallow pool because we just made a relationship.
Uh-huh.
However, imagine both of us have a straw and we're both drinking from the pool.
Okay.
Whatever I put into our relationship, both of us are drinking. If I put anger, if I put hate, if I put misunderstanding, if I put resentment into this pool, it's going to muck up and become nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both drinking it. But if I can use that phrase meaningfully, not expecting the other person to say it back, I'm putting forgiveness into the pool.
Putting that positivity back in.
Positivity into the pool. I'm cleansing the pool, and then we're both drinking it. So I'm healing the pool between us, even if you're choosing not to.
I'm going to be listening to this podcast for the rest of my life, man. just gonna be like going through
awesome.
I like that. I like that though, because I think a lot of people feel like, okay, like my mindset. Okay, I said that. I was humble. Your turn.
Now it's your turn.
And when they don't, then I just spew out that hatred again. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not going to try, then I'm not going to.
Right. And that is something my wife and I teach very much is, I won't get into that, but it's humility. Yeah. It's humility, taking accountability for you, because I cannot change you or expect you to do anything.
But I can do my part, and then that will. Okay, I like that. Brain Thunder, man, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So this is an absolutely amazing principle. Years ago, you guys have heard of the book The Secret. I think it was made into a movie. I haven't read the book or seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I know the basis of it, and it introduced the world to an idea called the law of attraction. What we think about, we bring about. And so there are a lot of thought leaders who teach this, and the problem I've run into is people who try to put that into practice. What I think about, I bring about. Well, I have this goal, and I have it on my refrigerator. I post it everywhere, and I'm focusing every day, and I have an accountability partner, but I'm still not getting my goal. I'm still failing at what I'm trying to do, so the law of attraction must be bunk.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just stop.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is conscious thought versus subconscious thought.
Okay.
And we'll get into that a little bit later. But what the law of attraction means, the reason why what we think about, we bring about, is everything in the world, everything in my life, in our lives, resonates at a certain frequency, a very specific sound frequency, whether we can hear it or not, because we're all made of atoms that are constantly in motion.
Yeah.
And so an example is this, the Tacoma Bridge. Have you heard of the Tacoma Bridge?
We were just there.
Yeah, we took a little buddy's trip to Seattle area.
Nice. So you know the story behind that when it collapsed years ago?
No, but it did.
I
don't know.
I'm sure it did.
No, it did. What happened is there was a gale of wind that was blowing through the uprights of that bridge that matched the natural frequency of the bridge. And this solid concrete bridge started waving.
Crazy.
Like ocean, you could see the sine waves as it's waving back and forth. And it was all because the speed of the wind coupled with the vibration it was causing in the upright struts was matching the natural frequency of the bridge. And it got to where that frequency got so resonant that the bridge just collapsed.
Whoa.
From just frequency.
Yeah.
In I think the first I've heard of this being recorded was in the late 1800s in England.
Mm-hmm.
Soldiers were marching across a bridge, and they were stepping in unison. They were stepping in time, and their marching resonated with the bridge, the natural frequency of the bridge, and the bridge started bouncing and collapsed.
Yeah.
Which is why now soldiers have to either quick step or break cadence whenever they cross a long bridge.
So they don't
so
do that.
they don't match the resonance and doesn't.
So what you're saying real quick is that frequencies can affect everything.
Yes, there is a frequency of destruction and there is a frequency of creation. And there is resonance of creation. And now, coming back to brain thunder, what is thunder? Like, very simple. Yes.
Thunder, I imagine it to be destructive. I imagine it to be high energy.
Well, very
loud.
Very basic answer.
Very basic.
What is thunder?
I don't know. I'm dumb.
It's lightning.
I failed science. Is it lightning?
Thunder is the sound of lightning.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Yeah, the
Thunder,
sound of
very
lightning.
basic.
Is it?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not going
I've heard that
philosophical here.
before. I guess I'm just brain farting.
I'm freaking
here.
dumb.
I'm
I'm
not going
freaking dumb,
philosophical.
so.
Thunder is the sound of lightning.
Yeah.
What is lightning?
The
Very
physical, I guess, electricity or from the sky. I guess I don't know.
Lightning is electrical charge shooting through atoms in the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder is what is caused when those atoms are forced aside so quickly. They're resonating at a very specific sound frequency that we hear as thunder. And so lightning strikes, electricity shoots through the air, forces molecules out of its space at the speed of sound, and we hear it as thunder because we're hearing sound waves, vibrations. And thunder, if hits the right frequency, can shatter windows, can, like, thunder itself, the sound of lightning can actually resonate in a frequency that causes destruction.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna get scientific here.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so scared. I'm legit,
What is happening?
I'm legit so dumb when it comes to science. I don't know how I'm passing school.
Okay, this will be fun for you then.
Will it?
Yes. So
think it will.
close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Every thought you have is an electrical impulse shooting between neurons in your brain. Every single thought, the thought that makes you move your hand, the thought that just made you tilt your head, the thought that's making your eyebrows go up, all of these things you're not even thinking about, including the conscious thoughts you're thinking about. Like, is this true? Is this nonsense? I didn't know that about thunder. All of those thoughts are electrical impulses shooting through your brain.
Yeah.
From one synapse to another, one neuron to another.
Okay.
So your body is constantly just shooting off electricity.
Are your eyes open, Taft?
Yeah. My eyes are open.
I had my eyes closed still. I was like, I'm feeling it.
Hey, I figured it was better to open up a bit early instead of just sit the whole podcast.
Well, thanks, Taft, for letting me know, because I was gonna go blind the whole time.
So picture
it makes
that.
sense. Yeah.
Picture lightning, electricity shooting through your body.
Mm-hmm.
What is that sending out?
The frequency.
It is sending out frequency. Every single thought you have is creating a physical ripple in the world. It's creating a little bit of thunder. Okay. Every thought you have is sending out
interesting
brain thunder.
Wow.
Okay, so I might be jumping the gun then. If it is sending out thunder, which is sending out a frequency, how do I know which frequency I'm sending out is destructive or creative? Is that the question? Is that
Yes!
That's the question.
Perfect segue. That is the question.
Yeah.
Because consciously, we say things. Consciously, we think things.
Yeah.
When people try to use the law of attraction, they're consciously putting their mind into what they want to create. And they're saying, yes, I'm going to write this down because that writing will have a frequency. These conscious thoughts will have a frequency. My intention to get it done has a frequency. That frequency is going to boom out into the world, hit what I want, or this is the amazing thing about thoughts is they will roll into the universe until they hit something that they resonate with. Whatever they resonate with will be drawn to you because you match its frequency.
So you're saying that I could, let's say I have a thought. Tap's really big into like electronic music. Let's just say I have a thought about electronic music, but it doesn't resonate with me, so it just shoots out into the ether.
Yes.
And then it could, in essence, come back and hit him, and it resonates with him. And he's just like, yeah, I'm down with that. But I thought of it, but am I thinking right?
Have you ever been sitting next to each other and one of you has an idea and the other one voices that idea?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
That happens all the time. Yeah.
You guys have known each other long enough. You vibrate in certain ways at the same resonance, at the same frequency. Some of your thought patterns match.
That's so interesting.
Tafty Taft!
That's
However,
so interesting.
Well, give me a thought about electronic music. What's something you would think about?
Oh, man. Synthesizers. Sure, synthesizers.
That's a word. What's the thought that goes with the word? Synthesizer.
I don't understand what synthesizers
I like the feeling, the energy, the feeling of a rhythm in dancing. And yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what synthesizers do. I don't know what they're meant to do. I like electronic music because I like the beat. I like the way it makes me feel. So those thoughts have a very specific resonance.
Yeah.
And so when you think it's going out to other people. And when you find someone who also thinks that electronic music is awesome and they like the beat, you will click with them.
Yeah.
And you will recognize them before you would recognize someone who doesn't, because of the resonance, the match in frequency.
Oh, that makes sense.
Have you ever bought a new car or a new toy and suddenly it seems 90% of the people around you have them?
Yes.
Like you see the same car on the road, you see the same iPhone.
Fidget spinners.
We call it confirmation bias. It's because you made a choice. Your brain is trying to show you that you made the right choice. So it's putting out a wavelength.
Kind of validation to see if other people have also resonated with it.
Right. And so when you see someone who has the same car, when you see someone who has the same iPod or the same equipment or the same likes, you click with them. We call it we click.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met this person, we just clicked.
Yeah.
Well, because you somehow drew them into your life based on what your brain was putting out in resonance. You resonated with them and they were drawn into your life. Sometimes it takes minutes.
Is that so? Can music do that? Because
music is incredibly powerful.
This reminds me of. Do you remember we went to that birthday party and you put in your electronic music?
Oh yeah.
And we were the only ones that were into it, but everyone else stopped dancing during that time because it didn't resonate with them.
Music has a very powerful way of moving people and really polarizing people. They like it or they don't. And this is where I'm going next with it, is it's all based on belief system, where they're coming from, what they've chosen to believe. And this is where the law of attraction breaks down for some people, because what they think they're trying for, they're not getting. It's not working. Do you want to know why?
Yes. Cliffhanger. Yeah.
We'll be back.
I know, right?
After this break.
It is a battle between conscious thought and subconscious thought. Your conscious thought, how many thoughts can you think consciously at a time?
I can think of a crap ton.
No, focus on how many thoughts can you focus on at a single time?
One, maybe two, but mostly one.
Yeah,
right.
One.
So your conscious mind is taken up with for most people, whatever we see.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to be in front of us is taking up our conscious thought. So what happens to the goal that you're so dead set on?
Probably not important at the moment.
Wait, I have to come back and bring it consciously into my mind.
Yeah.
The subconscious thought is thinking millions of thoughts at a time because it doesn't have to focus.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Your brain,
Yeah.
my wife and I, we teach people that most of our life decisions are made before we're 8 years old. And
in our subconscious?
After the age of 8, we are subconsciously running patterns that will guide our thinking and our decisions for the rest of our life until we learn how to reprogram it.
This is what you and your wife teach.
This is what we teach. We're part of a business called Limitless.
Yeah.
You might have heard of us. We originated here in Utah.
I saw your bracelet. It's cool. That one.
Yeah. And it's all based in the power of the mind, because experience combined with strong emotional reaction creates a belief system.
Can you say that one more time? I know I could just replay this, but I want to hear it again.
An experience combined with an intense emotional reaction creates a belief system.
Okay.
And that experience...
I can get down with that.
And usually it's a decision made in an experience while having an emotional reaction. And who is more emotional than small children? Small children are amazing because they're sponges. They're learning about the world.
They soak up everything.
Yeah, they take in the information.
Yeah.
They're horrible at interpreting what the experiences mean. And so whatever their emotions are doing, which this is another mind blow for some people, emotions are things. Emotions are not ethereal. They're chemicals released by the brain that release into the body and cause us to react.
Yeah,
and
like serotonin.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Creates a specific emotion, and the emotion is the meaning we gave to that chemical. But children will have an emotional reaction to an experience. And then they will choose something that may have nothing to do. They'll make a decision about themselves that has nothing to do with the situation at all. Might seem absolutely ludicrous, but in their emotional child mind, it makes sense, and then it's locked in as a belief.
Okay,
they will continue living out.
Okay, I heard this thing, and I want to see. I just want to know if it's connected. This is gonna be so way out there. Everyone listening, don't judge me. This is so embarrassing.
What brain thunder are you putting?
It's because I heard this on another person's podcast. Okay, so you said experience plus emotional, strong emotional, what? Strong emotional what?
Strong emotional reaction.
Reaction creates belief.
Yes.
So let's say you have an experience, something to do with feet.
Yes.
Then because of that, then you, for some reason, so with someone's feet, you then somehow had some strong emotional, just feet were involved, but the strong emotions came, and then the belief now is I have a foot fetish. Is that a thing? I know.
Okay.
I know. Is that the same thing? Like you're just like, oh, I saw feet once, and then I was like, I like girls, and you're like, well, I like girls' feet now.
No, it kind of makes sense though.
Is it? Am I on the wrong track?
I want to explain something to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything you do in your life is based on a subconsciously held belief.
Okay.
Absolutely everything. How you get up in the morning, whether you roll to the right side or the left, which shoe you put on first, which arm you put in the sleeve of your shirt first. Right. Everything is based on programming that you learned somewhere and stashed away in your brain.
Yeah.
So a foot fetish, yes, is based on a strong emotional response to a situation and a decision that was made in that moment and is now a strongly held belief.
I don't have a foot fetish, by the way. I just want to clear that up.
Yeah, I was just clearing.
I don't want to clear that up. I don't have a foot fetish. I just with the
Okay,
first thing that came to my mind.
We have all these beliefs, and we can go into this in another podcast. I would love to come back and talk
I already want you to come back.
All of these subconscious beliefs roil around in our subconscious, and the subconscious's job, its sole job, is to keep us alive. Unfortunately, the way it does that, unfortunately, is it proves our belief system's true. No matter what the belief system is.
And that's where justification and denial comes in and for your behavior, right?
Partly.
Yeah.
But most of the time, we don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
We don't know these
until you learn to recognize
it.
You have to learn it.
And so, this is an example I've heard a lot, and I've recognized it in my own kids, is come home from work one day. You're tired. You've had a hard day. You may be on your phone talking to someone. Just that last thing. You walk in the door, your kid runs up with a picture. Daddy, look what I did. They're so happy. They're so proud. And you say, hold on just a minute, sweetie. Let me finish this. Crestfallen, sad. They walk away and they don't want to show you anymore. Intense emotional reaction combined with dad turning me away becomes dad doesn't love me. Dad doesn't care about me. Dad doesn't have an interest in what I'm doing. Dad doesn't want to be with me. Any of these ridiculous beliefs that may have nothing to do with what the dad is thinking.
Yeah.
He's just thinking, give me a second so I can give you all my attention. But the kid is thinking, you don't love me and you don't want me around, so I'm going to go cry and be sad. But that decision that they made about themselves sticks in their subconscious.
And that could last.
It
for
does
reasons
last.
unknown.
I have spoken with women and men who are like in their 60s. They will find beliefs that they created when they were 5 or 6 of my dad doesn't love me. I'm not good enough.
Wow.
I'm not worth spending time with.
How do you help them break that down? Like when you talk with them, how do you break that down though? Like how long is that process?
Let's see. We actually have some time.
Yeah.
Do you want to take 10 minutes and go through one?
Oh gosh.
Are you willing to be vulnerable? Are you willing to be vulnerable?
We got 25 minutes left for this podcast, so yeah, let's do this.
Okay. The process is called belief breakthrough.
I will be vulnerable. Unless Tap, you want to do it? I'll do it. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing. See, I just dropped our camera.
Hey, I'll let you do it.
That's his camera. I was like, how come we're not moving? Yeah, you're looking good.
Yeah, he is looking good.
I ain't scared of nothing.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler.
Oh, I'm so
Right.
nervous.
This is called belief breakthrough.
Am I going to cry?
You may cry.
Oh, gosh.
I will send you a link to the video of my very first experience with belief breakthrough.
Okay.
I was on my knees, absolutely sobbing.
Is that the one I saw on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
You sent it to me.
She's not good enough.
Yeah.
that
I
YouTube
just clicked the middle and I saw you crying and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. So I clicked out of it. You're gonna make me do this? You're gonna put me through this, man?
Yeah, you may go through this.
I'm ready.
I don't
Here we
know.
go.
For some people, it's really intense.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little
Ladies.
background. I'm gonna take you through a form of meditation called grounding,
Okay.
where you're just gonna clear your mind.
All right.
Then I'm gonna walk you through a series of questions that will guide you back to a memory you made
Okay.
at some age.
Okay.
So is there something in your life that you're working on right now?
Yes. Oh, should I say it?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Should I say what my memory is?
Tyler, do I have your permission to walk you through this breakthrough process?
I feel really weird at the moment. Yes.
Okay, so I have your permission.
Okay.
The great thing is you don't actually have to answer for this to work.
Oh,
You
really?
can go through all. You can say it out loud if you want.
Okay.
For the benefit of your viewers, if you want.
I'll probably do it out loud for the benefit of iTunes.
This works even if you don't say anything. As long as
Okay.
you're walking through the process in your mind, I'm just asking you questions and guiding you through it. I'm
Okay.
a facilitator. I help make it easy.
So help me if I cry, man. Because the moment he asked that first question, can I walk through? I was just like, yes, you can.
It's like vulnerable.
Oh yeah, I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Tyler, what is something you're working on right now? What is the number one thing in your life that you're working on right now?
I'm supposed to answer it right now.
Yes.
I guess just loving myself and appreciating myself. Yeah, having more self-worth.
Okay. Then I want you to plant both feet on the ground. Take a deep breath. And one more. And as you're breathing deep, I want you to clear your mind. All the thoughts that are flowing through there, just let them drift away until your mind is a clean gray slate, ready to receive.
Okay.
And in that space, answer the question, what is the number one belief keeping you from truly loving yourself right now?
That I'm not good enough. Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. Yeah.
Okay. And in this process, it's really important to know that our brain always gives us the answer. Even if the answer doesn't seem to make sense,
So-
it's the one thing you're going to work on.
So if my brain just comes up with something, I should just say it.
You will get the answer within 2 to 4 seconds.
Okay.
If it's longer than that, you missed it. And
Okay.
we'll reground and we'll ask you again.
Okay.
So, take a deep breath. What is the first memory that comes to mind when you think I'm not good enough?
Piano. Practicing the piano. Yeah.
Practicing the piano. How old are you?
Probably like 8 or 9. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm young. I can't pinpoint the age, but yeah.
Which age feels more right, 8 or 9?
Let's go 9. Yeah, 9.
Okay. So you're 9 years old.
Okay.
You're playing the piano. Talk me through what's happening.
I am just like, I'm not counting, so I'm speeding. I'm speeding. I'm just not playing it right. My mom is not happy.
Is your mom your teacher?
No, but but like she knows how to play piano. So yeah, just keep my eyes open. Yeah.
No, you keep your eyes closed.
Oh, keep my eyes closed. Okay.
Right. Go back to this moment and actually relive that moment. You're 9 years old. You're speeding through your piano practice.
Okay. Yeah.
And what does your mom say to you? Like, what's actually going on? Relive that moment of her not being happy. What did that look like? What did that feel like for you?
Well, she's upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and she's clapping to keep me in time. Yeah. So she's like 1, 2, 3, 4, clapping, and I'm trying, but I'm also kind of not listening to her. And then she comes down and she plays it for me, and then she's there and she's just like, I think she's yelling because like this has just been a tedious day of me just failing. Yeah.
So you're 9 years old, playing through the piano, not listening to your mom, but kind of listening. She comes down and she does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
She's yelling at you.
Yeah.
What are you feeling in that moment? Like, what's the emotion?
No, I feel like crud. I feel bad for my mom listening to this, but yeah, I feel like crud.
Okay. And Mom, this has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
This has everything to do with 9-year-old Tyler.
Okay.
All right, so Tyler, as your mom is yelling at you, as you're feeling like crud, what did you decide about yourself?
That this piano business was just gonna be freaking hard for the rest of my life, and that I didn't want to do it. Is that the answer?
I don't know. Is that the answer?
Yeah.
This is going to be hard for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And what did you decide about your relationship with your mom? What did you decide about who you are in terms of trying to do what you want to do, trying to do something the way your mom wants it? What did you decide about who you are and how you show up?
That we're probably not going to see eye to eye on some things for the next couple years, and I'm going to want to do my own thing, and it's going to be seen as rebellious, but I'm going to keep doing them. Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to see eye to eye. What I'm doing is going to be seen as rebellious. How has that shown up since you were 9 years old? How old are you now?
I'm 24.
So 24.
Yeah.
In the past, I'm not good at math, Taft. You're good at math. How many years is that?
It's 15.
It's a lot of years. 15 years. So in the last 15 years,
Yeah.
how is the belief we're not going to see eye to eye? What I'm doing is going to be seen as rebellious. How has that shown up?
In high school, it was really hard because I would have friends, and they would stay out really late past like my own personal curfew, and I had a couple friends who would like do drugs and whatnot. And then my parents, I don't do any of that stuff, and so they would tell me that, and so I felt like I was, I was trying to be the good kid
Mm-hmm.
and make my parents happy and tell my friends, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be home on time. But then I would come home late, like a minute late, and then I would get grounded as if I just felt like I might as well have stayed out and done the drugs, because I got punished for trying to do the right thing.
And right now, in your life right now, how is it showing up in your life right now?
Oh man,
This idea of what I'm doing is going to be seen as rebellious. We're not going to see eye to eye.
Does it have to be with my mom?
No.
I'm sure it could be anything.
The belief
with anything?
originated
With
the situation with your mom, but it's all about you, not your mom.
Okay.
How is the belief
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. We're not going to see eye to eye. What I'm doing is seen as rebellious?
Okay. Maybe my values with my belief system with like the LDS church, because I'm 24, not married, which apparently is a big deal. I have no resentment in my voice. What else? I don't live in a BYU approved house, so I kind of have my own rules. But I still follow the LDS culture, but I still am told to like, it's like I'll have like my girlfriend in my room just to watch like a movie or something, but then like the stigma is still like, oh, like what are you guys doing in there? And it's like, well, I'm not doing anything bad, and because people think, oh, what are you guys doing there? It makes me feel like, oh, I might as well just be doing something because people think I'm doing something, but I'm not. So yeah.
Okay. And what is it costing you in time and relationships?
Flip. This is very vulnerable stuff. Like emotional stress, a lot of emotional stress. Yeah, a lot of emotional stress.
And if you hold on to this belief, where will you be in 5 years?
Losing my head, I don't know, maybe losing relationships, maybe just angry at everyone. Yeah.
Will you be any closer to loving yourself?
Probably not. No, probably not. Probably just like still like conflicted with myself. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the important part. This belief right here, Taft, was made in a split second based on an experience he was having with his mom at 9 years old. Right now, Tyler, you get to make another choice.
Okay.
Do you give yourself permission to release this belief that what I do is seen as rebellious? Release I am not good enough, and release we're not going to see eye to eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I give myself permission to do that. That'd be dope.
Awesome. Now's the fun part.
Oh, here we go.
What do you want to believe instead? What do you want to make true in your life?
Maybe the opposite. I'm freaking awesome.
I'm freaking
awesome. I know I am, but like deep down I don't feel it sometimes. That's for sure.
Well, that's the amazing thing is you get to choose.
Yeah.
Right now.
I choose.
What do you want to believe? What do you want to be true?
That I'm freaking awesome. Yeah.
I'm freaking awesome because
I am good enough and I am doing the things that make me happy, and that I know I'm doing the right thing, and regardless of what maybe other people say, I'm doing the right thing.
I am freaking awesome because I know I am doing the right thing, regardless of what other people think. I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm doing things that make me happy. Let's turn that into a sentence.
Okay.
Something that you can repeat to yourself every time the thought, I'm not enough, comes up. So what is a power statement?
I don't know.
I think I'm freaking awesome.
Should I say what the first thing that came into my head?
What did I tell you at the beginning of this?
Yeah, it's the first 4 sec.
The first thing.
Yeah, the first thing. Oh, gosh, I'm such a nerd. It's from this movie, Pain and Gain. I shouldn't have watched it, but I did. And the opening scene is this guy, and he goes, I'm big, I'm hot, I'm sexy. But I love that. I like listen to that song when I wake up, because I'm like, yeah, it's really motivational. Like I hear it. Yeah, I'm big, I'm hot, I'm sexy. I'm freaking awesome though.
Is it okay to believe you're sexy?
Yeah.
Is it okay to believe you're hot and that you're freaking awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, what would happen if if you went through life and your subconscious was collecting evidence? I am freaking awesome. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm doing the right thing.
Probably just every decision I'd make would resonate with that subconscious. I'm guessing.
Exactly. So, can I offer a sentence?
You can offer a sentence.
A statement.
Yeah.
I am freaking awesome.
Okay.
Because I do the things I know are right, and I do the things that make me happy.
Okay. I like that. Should I say it?
Yeah. Go ahead and say it and see how it feels. Turn it into Tyler's version of that.
Okay. I'm freaking awesome because I know what I'm doing is the right, and I am happy with who I am and what I'm becoming. I totally forgot what you said, so I made
That's
up
okay.
my own.
You made up your own. How does that feel?
Feels good. Yeah.
It feels good. Are you ready to claim that belief?
Yeah.
All right. Now's the really fun part.
Oh, man.
Take a deep breath. Keep your eyes closed. And now you get to go back to that memory with your mom when you were 9 years old.
Okay.
You were going back to 9-year-old Tyler. And if you want to, you have the opportunity to take someone with you. Someone you know, someone you love and trust, because you know they always have your back.
Okay.
If you could take someone with you, who would it be?
I guess like right at this moment, I'd take you, Taft.
All right. So you and Taft, your highest and best selves.
Be nice to me, 9-year-old me.
You know what this belief is going to do to you over 15 years.
Okay.
You know the emotional turmoil, the arguments, and the relationship issues you're going to have. So both of you go back to 9-year-old Tyler.
Okay.
Time just freezes. Mom's mid-yell, and it's just you three.
Okay.
What does 9-year-old Tyler need to hear in that moment?
Like me? What do
Yeah. What do you and Taft have to share with him? It can come from you. It can come from Taft.
I don't know. Like, don't worry. Don't things are gonna get better. Like you're okay. Yeah, that's probably what I needed to hear then, was that things were gonna be okay, because such a short like small like understanding of like time, and you just think that, man, this is my life. But yeah, no, things are gonna be okay.
And looking up at you, does he believe you?
I hope he does.
Well, look at him.
Well,
That's 9-year-old you. Do you believe those words?
oh
Does
yeah,
9-year-old you believe that?
yeah, because I think he knows that things did get better. For the most part. Yeah.
Okay. So, with this feeling of belief, this feeling of things are going to get better, you get to rewrite this memory. Time unfreezes, mom stops yelling, and suddenly she's her highest and best self too.
Okay. Oh, my poor mom.
How would you relive that moment? And again, Mom, this has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with the interpretations of a 9-year-old.
Probably maybe just at the time I needed just to have someone come down and just be like, hey, I know you're struggling with this, and I know you're being stubborn, because I was a stubborn kid, but just maybe take a break and try again later, because I think I was practicing instead of for 30 minutes. It'd been like an hour at that point because I was just so exhausted. I think I just needed a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, did you need someone? Who did you need to come downstairs and tell you that?
My mom. Yeah, definitely my mom.
So relive that. Mom comes downstairs.
Yeah.
She hugs you.
Mm-hmm. She lets me know that just take a break, come back into it. It's not the end of the world, and that we can just try again a different day. Yeah.
And how does that feel? How does 9-year-old Tyler feel right now?
Feels
hearing that.
Relieved. Feels good. It feels relief. Yeah, a lot of relief.
So that feeling of relief, that everything's going to be okay. Take a deep breath. Really live that. Really feel that relief. And as that relief just kind of resonates inside of you, let the memory fade and hold on to that relief. Come back to this moment. Open up your eyes. You're here with me and Taft on your podcast, holding on to this feeling of relief.
This is a weird experience. I was about to cry.
And so we're almost done. We're almost done with this breakthrough.
Oh, man. Okay.
I know. So now, that new belief, I am awesome, because, do you remember what you said?
The whole phrase.
Yeah.
I'm freaking awesome, because
awesome
I accept who I am, and I'm happy with who I am and what I'm becoming.
And you're doing the right things.
I'm doing the right things.
Okay,
Hopefully.
so take another deep breath. Put your hand over your heart, and you're going to lean back for this. We'll hear you anyway. I want you to declare so powerfully that 9-year-old Tyler can feel it. Declare that belief.
Yeah.
So it sinks all the way in.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. Them relief. Everything's going to be okay.
All right, now declare it. That power statement, say it.
Oh, that I'm freaking awesome, and that I'm doing the right thing, and that I'm happy with who I am and what I'm becoming. Yeah. I'm big. I'm hot. I'm sexy. Yeah.
And how does that feel sitting here right now?
I'm not going to lie, Taft. It was a really weird experience.
Yeah.
That was That was weird.
Yeah.
All right, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. This is the evidence builder.
Okay.
Because our brain collects evidence. You've been collecting evidence for 15 years based on this held belief. What is one action you can perform in the next 24 hours? One thing you can do to cement in this belief, an action step.
In the next 24 hours?
I am awesome. I am freaking awesome because I know what I'm doing is right.
Oh, probably just like I don't know. Like, what's one action? Not complain at myself. Kind of just like take everything positively. Mostly it's just actions. I think
Right.
just believe.
One specific action, because Taft is going to hold you accountable, and we're going to have you post it on your Facebook page because people are listening.
That's a good idea.
So
frick.
One thing, it can be call my mom and tell her I love her. And
you know what? I think I should after we air this tomorrow, call my mom and just maybe we just have a chat. We just have a chat.
Okay.
Yeah, and just tell her I love her. I don't hold any resentment about what happened when I was little. Yeah. I did say when I got home from my mission that I don't want to talk about anything pre-mission because I've changed, but I do hold some of that stuff in. This did have I can't. This was the weirdest experience. Like I was the weirdest experience. Like I don't like my body's trying to like figure out like what I just was.
Do you know what just happened?
No, I don't understand it.
You shifted frequency.
Oh, that was so instead of destruction, I turned it into creativity.
You literally removed a thought that was constantly firing in your subconscious on waves of destruction, and you installed a creative resonance in there. You literally shifted the vibration of your body.
Dude, I'm becoming a Jedi, not a Sith anymore.
It's true.
I can definitely feel a weird difference. I think my body's just trying to comprehend. I'm telling you, that was the weirdest. Like, would you say it's out of body? That it wasn't out of body, but
it's not out of body.
But
it is into consciousness.
Yeah.
A lot of us live based on subconscious programming. What you just did is you took a step into living a more conscious life, which is amazing because the thought, I'm not enough, will still come up because you have built evidence over 15 years for that. However, you have instilled a new thought, which you're now collecting evidence for, and you have a statement. So now you will find yourself walking through the day, I'm freaking awesome. I'm freaking awesome. And that will resonate. And you will resonate with people who think they're freaking awesome, who are freaking awesome. You will attract freaking awesome people into your life, even more so than you already are with this podcast. And so you'll attract awesomeness into your life instead of people who think you're rebelling, instead of people who don't see eye to eye with you, because your subconscious will try to prove you right.
I mean, it would be nicer to people.
You will be nicer to people.
As an outsider who witnessed, what did you think being an outsider witnessing what he was freaking putting me through?
Honestly, I was feeling part of what you were going through.
Were you also
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah. I can't explain it. It was
I don't know, man. That'd be yeah.
So I now understand why you went through what you were going through.
And the reason I was feeling part of what you were going through is because of that connection.
And because I am not enough is one of the top 5 limiting beliefs that every single person shares.
Gosh dang it.
Every single person we work with deals with I am not enough at some point.
Interesting.
And so when you feel him, it's because you know it. You know that feeling. So invite me back. I'll walk you through one. And the amazing thing is we do this in seminars once a month. We have a 3-day limitless seminar where we have this is just a small taste. This is like what we go through one-on-one with every single person who comes through our seminars. Every single person who comes gets this exact experience in addition to board breaking arrows on their throats, which is absolutely phenomenal, walking on glass. We have all these amazing processes that are designed to create situations where limiting beliefs come up. Fear, anxiety,
the glass,
insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like breaking through a board. People think, I can't do that. That right there is a limiting belief. I can't do it. And where else does that show up in your life? So, looking at the time, we're...
No, yeah, but I think I totally want you to come back on. That was
awesome.
That was intense. Real quick then, before we sign off, where can we find your guys' stuff? Like, this is the plug. Right. Like, give us some websites and where we can find you, and then the company that you work for, so that viewers can like hit it up.
Find me at Anthony DeNovellis on Facebook, and you can find me there. And I like your page, so people can scroll through. You'll find me there. My profile is on there. Also, breakingchains.limitlessseminar.com. breakingchains.limitlessseminar.com has an intro to our program, dates for all of our next seminars, and links to, like, we have Limitless TV on YouTube where we roll out just like 2-minute clips on different things that I've been talking about today. And then you can sign up for our seminars. We have one this month. December we don't have one because of Christmas. Yeah. And then we'll start up again in January, February.
Yeah.
And we've been around 2 years. We're growing, we're evolving, and we have some absolutely amazing results to share with you guys. And so yeah, I definitely want to come back.
And
talk
cool.
For sure. Yeah. Well, Taff, that was fun. That was
it was interesting. Thanks so much for coming on and sharing some of your knowledge with us and our viewers.
I didn't even get to finish about Brain Thunder, but
I know.
That's
Breakthrough was amazing for you. I'm really glad.
Yeah, everyone, check them out. I'm gonna check them out. It's super cool. We're gonna have Anthony back on again. We are out in 3, 2, 1.